Good evening, everyone. Hi there, and welcome. It's so good to see everybody today. And welcome to the Honor Society induction ceremony for 2019. Congratulations to everyone. I am Angela Steele-Tilton. I am the chair of the RN to BSN program at Wilmington University, and I am honored to be in your presence tonight. I want to go over a few of the logistics before we actually get started. So if you need to use the bathrooms, they are out the double doors there, and they're kind of like catty corner to your left, and they're on your right-hand side, okay? In case of an emergency, which hopefully that doesn't happen, we have exit doors. I feel like I'm on an airplane. We have exit doors in the back, and then you can also exit out the big doors there. And these other doors will open up so that we can all make our way out safely. So with all that being said, again, congratulations very much for being here tonight, being selected as an Honor Society inductee, which is a tremendous event and really a time to look back and think of all the great accomplishments that you have done over this past academic lifetime. It's an honor to be inducted, and remember that you are not only inducted because of your GPA, you are inducted because of who you are and what you stand for, and what you've become over these past years as being part of Wilmington University and as being a part of the nursing profession. This Honor Society is worldwide, so you are not only entering in with a group of Wilmington University professionals, you are entering in an honor society that encompasses the entire world. So that is truly a reason to sit back in awe, to think of all the accomplishments that you've done and all the places that you're going to go in the future. I wanted to extend the invitation also to all of your parents and your loved ones that are here tonight with you. I mean, you have to think of, we wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be here tonight if it wasn't for them also supporting you through your academic life. Without them clapping and being your main cheerleaders and helping you with childcare, or having dinner ready, or proofreading that paper that you wrote 3 times and you're not sure that it's speaking the right language yet. To them, congratulations too, because they truly need to be honored just as much as all of you that are here tonight. Without them, we would not be here, that's for sure. So you've been selected out of the entire college student body. So that in itself is amazing. You were identified as achievers. You were identified as people, as students, as professionals that deserve to be in this honor society. And that is something that tonight you are here to be celebrated. Tonight we have some guest speakers. We have other faculty members that we'll be speaking to. I wanted to introduce them. We have our dean here tonight, but I'm not sure that she must be out at the, oh, there she is in the back, hiding in the back row. Denise Westbrook is the Dean of the College of Health Professions. We also have our DNP chair, Aaron. Beside him, I'm going to try to look back there, they're all hiding, is Lori Ireland. She is the chair of the Psych Mental Health NP program. And then we have Joanne's back there too. She's the NP faculty. And then I'm going to come up here. We have Stacy Graves. She is NP faculty. Melanie Ayers is the full-time faculty for the BSN program. Kara DeCecco, she is full-time faculty for both the undergrad BSN program and the MSN program. And Lisa Drews, which is the chair of the MSN program. And then Katie Leach, which is the assistant chair to the BSN program. And is there somebody else that's hiding? Oh, I didn't see if Angela Herman, which is the chair of the health science program. Sorry about that, Angela, I didn't see you back there. So what's going to happen tonight? You're probably all anxiously awaiting the big time. So you are going to, when you're called, you will be asked to come up. You are actually going to stand in front of the mic and you are going to announce your names. And then you will follow through, you'll sign the book, our honorary book, and then you'll receive your certificate, you'll receive your cords, and then you'll come back and join your family. The cords, the purple and white cords, signify that you are an Honor Society member. You can definitely wear them at graduation. You should be honored to actually wear them with your graduation gown. That identifies you as an inductee in the Honor Society and something that was fabulously that you actually achieved. So that's some time that everyone in the audience and in the rest of the student body will see those purple and white cords. So please don't forget them. If you are walking in graduation, feel honored to have them around your neck. So I'm actually going to ask Stacy Graves to come up and introduce our guest speaker for tonight.
Hello, good evening. I am very honored and proud to see you all here, and I want to extend my congratulations to you. Our speaker tonight is an ideal representative of what it means to belong to the Honor Society. He is currently one of the students in our nurse practitioner program. Actually, I think he has just one more practicum to go before he's done. But let me tell you a little bit about William Krasner. He has over 40 years experience in various areas of medicine, law, and business. He is a registered nurse, a registered respiratory therapist, an EMT paramedic, and he has an MBA in healthcare administration and a Juris Doctorate as well. He holds a Six Sigma Black Belt certification. And he is certified in healthcare compliance. He's passed the California bar exam and is chief legal officer for Millville Rescue Incorporated, which is a nonprofit multi-level emergency medical services agency located in southern New Jersey. In his current position, he's responsible for legal affairs, operational and business analytics, strategic planning, and quality and performance improvement, as well as risk management. So he's a busy man. And through all of this, he's attending the nurse practitioner program, all right? So he was recently appointed to the volunteer board of the director of nonprofit clinic operating in the country of Belize. And I recall when Mr. Krasner came for his nurse practitioner interview, one of his motivating things for him was to be able to actually go on these trips and care for the patients in a clinical capacity, not just in an administrative role. So I believe that is a good introduction at any rate in terms of what he's doing. But now he wants to really talk to you about the future of nursing and professionalism. I'd like to introduce Mr. William Krasner.
Being an attorney as well as a nurse, I just want to correct the record. I'm no longer the chief legal officer of Millville Rescue. I'm now with the Spirit Health System, running their I have 300 employees running the paramedic system, emergency medical service system for South Jersey. Cool. Where's the PowerPoint? Thank you. Three nurses went to heaven and were awaiting their turn in line to talk with St. Peter, to plead their case to enter to the pearly gates. The first nurse said, "I was an emergency nurse." St. Peter reflected and said, "Come on in, you're welcome in." The second nurse said, "I worked in a free clinic." St. Peter reflected and said, "Come on in." The third nurse said, "I was a case manager for a health maintenance organization." St. Peter reflected, turned to his computer, tapped into it, and said, "Listen, I have some good news for you. According to the biblical pathways, you have 5 days in the kingdom of heaven." With all deference to case managers that might be in the room. Good evening. I was asked to speak about the future of nursing and professionalism. In the document entitled "The Future of Nursing, Leading Change and Advancing Health," prepared in 2011 by the Institute of Medicine and the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, the following recommendations were developed. First, nurses should practice to the full extent of their education. Secondly, nurses should achieve higher educational levels through improved education programs and seamless academic progression. Third, nurses should be full partners in collaboration with physicians and other healthcare professionals in redesigning the healthcare system in the United States. And last but not least, effective workforce planning related to nursing and policy making must require better data collection and improved information infrastructure. With those in mind, I would like to talk about 4 channels of change that have already started and are continuing before us that may very well facilitate those laudable goals. The first is population health and community focus. The second is politics in nursing. The third is technology and artificial intelligence. And lastly, but not leastly, transparency, veracity, and trust. I'd like to discuss population health, especially the importance of knowledge and information in population health. It has been nearly 170 years since Florence Nightingale, what speech about nursing without Florence Nightingale would go well? No, you have to talk about her. Used her observations and data acquisition to improve hygienic conditions during battle trauma care. She observed that wounded soldiers would survive the wounds of battle, but only to succumb to the infectious diseases in the crude military field hospitals established during the Crimean War. Then there was John Snow and his amazing correlation of cholera to a drinking water fountain in Victorian England. Yes, there was an important person named John Snow before Game of Thrones. Fast forwarding 200 years, the story of Christopher Murray is told in the book, Epic Measures, One Doctor, 7 Million Patients. Murray reflects count everything when everything counts. Murray, both an economist and a physician, drove public health from microcosmic data to megacosmic data on a global basis, and thusly informed and giving further credence to the discipline of population health. Murray has demonstrated disease states and their patterns act on a global basis. And today, we look at whole populations as the patient, not just singular individuals, through the discipline of population health. Population health has been defined as health outcomes of a group of individuals, including distribution of such outcomes within that group. It is an approach to healthcare that aims to improve the health of an entire population and human condition. Nurses are establishing themselves in this new discipline and must and will continue to do so. The next channel I would like to discuss is nursing and politics. And who doesn't like to talk about politics? The American Association of Nurse Practitioners identified 4 goals in 2019 for their legislative efforts. They are build and support public health, modernize state licensure laws, establish flexible, sustainable reimbursement and care delivery models, and increase the scope and authority of the nurse practitioner. Today, there are almost 3 million nurses in the United States, and by some estimates, over 3 million. Yet, when you contrast this to physicians, there are just slightly over 1 million physicians in the United States. Why then in our Congress, in the 116th Congress of the United States, are there only 2 registered nurses? And in the 115th Congress, there were 3. Yet, when you look at the physician constituents of Congress, there are 13 in both the House and the Senate. With well over a 5-to-1 gap, we need to ask the question, why the disparity? And take action to close the gap. There is hope. There are RNs in numerous state legislatures, and in my town where I live, we have an emergency department nurse who is elected to town council. Besides walking the hill and the varied lobbying efforts that are out there, what better way to impact changes in healthcare and the nurse's role than to participate in the legislative process? Consider this a call to arms. I am hopeful in my lifetime that more RNs will be elected to public office and serve as change agents by directly participating in our representative government and governmental decision making. So now let's talk about the enormous potential of technology and artificial intelligence. When a 15-year-old Brittany Wegner in 2012 can develop artificial intelligence application which improves the sensitivity and the specificity into the 90% range of fine needle aspiration biopsy for breast cancer, why can't we bring that to the bedside? Many of you may be familiar with the triple aim, established by the Institutes of Health Improvement and is codified in the actual Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act. Those being cost, quality/experience of care, and population health. The aim of quality and experience of care includes patient satisfaction as a key element. There is a new and emerging 4th aim, that is provider satisfaction. Thus, the triple aim is becoming the quadruple aim. This is not surprising, given that research has shown there is a statistically significant correlation between satisfied patients and satisfied providers. Likely, this relationship can be honed down to the provider-patient interpersonal relationship. Being an attorney as well as a nurse, I am brutally aware that 70% of professional negligence claims are spawned by poor interpersonal experiences and not necessarily nonfeasance or malfeasance, in other words, negligence. It seems like a paradox, but it's my contention that artificial intelligence based in algorithms and machine learning with its cold and metallic-based circuitry could be the answer to the 4th emerging aim of provider satisfaction. The electronic health record has been blamed for significant amounts of provider dissatisfaction. Think of it. When you provide care at the bedside or in the home or in some other care environment, and when you turn to your PC, the electronic health record has been completed 90% of the way. Not by a scribe, but rather by your observations commingled with data derived from various devices you employed to assess the patient, perhaps including Google Glasses or some analogous device. It's axiomatic that this would allow you to spend more time with your patient, with a quality-oriented interpersonal interaction, enhancing communications, thus patient safety and patient satisfaction, rather than being harried to your next patient. AI, with decision support, will also potentially serve to improve the quality of the technical side of care. For example, perhaps you assess the patient for whatever reason, you skipped a key component in your physical examination, such as checking lymph node adenopathy, on a patient with a chief complaint of sore throat. The AI could potentially whisper in your ear and gently nudge you with a subtle reminder, hey, check the lymph nodes. The other beneficial prong of AI is predictive analytics. Just like the TV serial God Friended Me, where a young idealist is given friend suggestions by God, albeit likely AI, to help improve someone's life based on predictive analytics. We too can use AI to predict comorbidities down the line, or perhaps alert you as providers that your critical patient may suffer a serious event in the next hour. This is not science fiction from the Starship Enterprise in its sickbay, but rather we are at the precipice of these human adjuvant systems. Lastly, I would like to talk about transparency, veracity, and trust. The need for transparency is critical in relation to the aim of quality and the patient experience. Greater transparency should lead to more effective, safer, and compassionate healthcare. It takes courage to admit you made an error. View that admission in light of the quote by the English poet Alexander Pope, "To err is human, to forgive is divine." The transparency must be in a climate of just culture. Surely there are acts that are egregious, such as falsifying a healthcare record, that will and should result in disciplinary action and substantial consequences. However, many of the errors today are accidental, yet preventable, which through the veil of transparency, the root cause can be examined without fear of personal, punitive, or retributive action. The system processes can be closely examined, leading to redesign those systems or processes to engineer out the problem. Transparency leads to trust. In his book, The Speed of Trust, Stephen M.R. Covey, the son of the late Stephen Covey, who wrote a series of books on 7 habits of highly effective people, proffers that there is nothing more powerful in an organization than trust itself. Covey states, trust is equal parts character and competence. You can look at any leadership failure, and it's always a failure of one or the other. For you who are perhaps graduating in the short order, look to align yourself with an organization that subscribes to just culture. Perhaps one that has truly declared themselves to be a high reliability organization and practices what it preaches. In closing, these future states of nursing are interdependent. Get involved with politics, as politics will drive change, funding, and system design. Population health will apply the Pareto rule, also known as the 80-20 rule, to get our biggest bang for our buck. Think of your patient as 1, 5, 1,000, 100,000, 1 million, and to quote the famous Dr. Evil, 1 billion people. Embrace AI, for it will serve as a vital adjuvant to healthcare decisions, making and perhaps improving provider and patient satisfaction, as well as patient safety. Lastly, align yourself with an organization that subscribes to just culture and practices not just what it preaches. The needed improvements in the future of healthcare delivery system and nursing must be built on a bedrock of trust through transparency and veracity. Thank you.
Thank you, William. That was an amazing speech. I certainly feel empowered, and congratulations to all of the recipients tonight and your families as you are gathered with such great support systems. Just want to congratulate everyone. And what I'm going to be presenting tonight is just a very brief synopsis of, oh, can you, sorry. So in the future, when I come up here and the artificial intelligence is working, we won't have to have all of that back and forth. But anyway, what I'd like to do is share some information about the Circle. So as you are being inducted into the Sigma Honor Society, there is a wonderful resource that will provide you with the opportunity to interact with peers on a global level. Beth Baldwin is the president of Sigma, and her call to action was to connect, collaborate, and to catalyze. And using the tools of Sigma, that's what we're going to hopefully engage in. Now, I'm not going to go through every slide in the minutia, but of course, when you do go to your Sigma after tonight, you can log into your membership and then become part of an active repository of nurses across the country as well as all over the world. And these are just a few of the membership benefits that you can find once you enroll in Sigma. So please take advantage of these resources. There are numerous areas of practice. So the Circle basically is, those of you who are active on social media, like a Facebook repository. However, it is a networking professional site that has all of these different areas of practice that enable you to join a community, nurse educator, holistic health, critical care, whatever you want to join, and you will be connected with other nurses in the same areas of practice. If there's an area of practice that's not there and you would like to facilitate it, they're more than happy to have you create your own community of nurses that will then engage in the information that you want to share regarding that area of practice. We also do, as Omicron Gamma 361, we do have our own website. So you will get announcements from our website as we are trying to build enrollment and participation in all of these activities. Go into the Circle, you'll see this presentation, and actually you'll be able to see our own website. So I'm just going to click into that for a moment so you can take a peek. And this is our website. And so you will sign into it. You'll be able to see announcements. It's been doing that all afternoon. It's a little on the blink. Might have had too much coffee. I don't know what. But anyway, so that is our website through the Circle. And that's where you're going to be able to see everyone who is participating in Omicron Gamma 361 when we have events, when we have our future virtual membership meeting. You will be able to get links from here to join in virtually. Okay, so again, please take a look at that, enroll in it. It helps you professionally. There's a career center there, multiple job offerings across the country, throughout the globe. Free CNE courses. Again, free is my favorite four-letter word. So how could you not want to go try that? And then there's also a marketplace. There are tremendous, tremendous resources. So please, when you get home, log in, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, but don't let this pass up. This is a wonderful opportunity. Virginia Henderson Repository is in there, scholarly resources for the classes that you're in or the classes that you are going to be part of. So again, please join this wonderful organization, and again, congratulations. So at this part, Angela Steele-Tilton will come back up for the induction ceremony. This is it. Let's party. Oh.
So I am going to ask this side of the room first to single up. You'll come up, the new inductees will come up. You'll announce your name. Again, you'll sign into the logbook, receive your certificate, and receive your cords. Okay, first up, announce name?
I'm Mel Walls.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sheldon Butler, and I'm honored to be invited.
Paula Carter-Dilks.
John Jahoviak.
Lakeisha Grimsley. Lisa Turner.
Adrienne Thorne.
Antoinette Hardy.
Deborah Schaefer.
Asian Rochester.
Yvonne Marie Azeltine.
Angel Lacates. Julie Waters.
Judith James.
Josina Edmond.
Hazel Chury.
Could we have the second half of the room come on up now, please?
Elizabeth Megan Heyer.
Nadisha Dorona Roberta Levy.
Hong Chen. Marissa Pohl.
Tamara Spence.
Colleen McGee.
Tarana Bay. Lisa Hermansky. Emily Garrettson.
Will Krasner.
Summer Walker.
Regina Kavalewski.
Kaylee Arnold.
Victoria Nelson.
Shantae Singletary.
Kenesha Singleton. John Dakane. Rachel Clark.
Randy Freeman.
I do want to acknowledge those attendees that are attending virtually. We have Sunshine, and I'm really sorry, Sunshine. I'm going to probably not say your last name right. Belvacqua. Dana Haleka. Daniel Ham. Maria Corradis Smith. Jan Lennon. Barbara Manco. Virginia McKee. Ariana Slaughter. Amy Scher, I'm sorry. And Crystal Little. Congratulations to everyone. I do want to mention, for those of you that did not receive your certificate tonight as you walked up to get your cords and sign the book, you will receive your certificate in the mail. It may have been that by the time that you actually paid your dues and registered, that the certificates were already in production, but you will receive one, so don't hesitate on that. If you don't, please let me know so that I can make sure that you do get one in the mail, okay? I'm going to ask Kara to come forward to recite the pledge with you.
If the candidates would please stand, and your pledge is on the inside of your pamphlet here. And where's the dean? Dean? Dean Westbrook? I wasn't texting, I swear. If you will repeat with me your pledge. I accept membership in Sigma Theta Tau International, and I pledge to fulfill its commitment to nursing excellence, knowledge, service, and leadership. I think that makes you official. Give yourselves a hand.
Okay, so last but not least, some announcements, some important announcements. You will see on your program tonight that we are holding our first virtual meeting May 2nd. Now, I'm the president of the chapter, and I've been the president now for 2 years, and I have to step down. So we have a lot of officer positions that are coming up, that are needing to be filled. This honor society is only going to stay alive and active in our community if we have you, all of you, participate. We need these officers to be filled, these positions to be filled. It is a great honor to be a part of the officers. We do a lot of things. We've collected socks for the homeless. We've collected food for food banks. Gosh, we've collected items, personal items for the homeless also. There's so many things that we can do, but also so many things that they're out there that we can do even more. And it's only with the help of all of you that we can actually continue to thrive and be an honor society at Wilmington University. So on May 2nd, I'll be sending out a virtual link so that all of you, I hope to see all of you online. So over the next couple of weeks, think of what position you would like to hold. And please, that night, we're going to talk about it. And I want to see all of us participate together. It's a huge honor to be inducted, but it's even a better honor and a bigger honor to actually be working in the Honor Society with this whole group of you. Let's make Wilmington University known to the Honor Society. I'd like to have us be honored at the annual meeting, that what all the things that we can do, because I know we can do a lot. Look at all of us. We come from all different areas, all different professional pieces that we can put together and really make our chapter strong. So I ask you to please join me on May 2nd for the virtual meeting. With that, I'd like to ask Dean Westbrook to come up and say some closing remarks.
I'll try not to blow everybody's ears out. I don't tend to need a microphone. Thank you, Angie, very much. Initially, yes, I want to congratulate all of the inductees on behalf of the entire College of Health Professions as well as Wilmington University. It is indeed a very big honor. This is the cream of the crop that you're looking at right now. That's pretty impressive here as well as at home. We don't want to forget about them as well. And that is a statement. When you want something done, who do you tend to ask? The busy people, right? Well, the busy people are probably all sitting in this room right now. And I'm sure you're thinking, oh, this is the end, great, yay, I've now been honored and I get to move on. I put it on my CV and that's it. But Angie is absolutely correct. It's more than just that. You are the cream of the crop. You are the leaders in our profession. You are the contributors to our profession. And you're the eventual researchers of our profession. We indeed want you to continue in your academic pursuits, whether that's bachelor's to master's, whether it's master's to doctorate, whether it's postdoctoral or a second doctorate. We want you to keep continuing because the profession is only as good as the individuals in it. The individuals in it are those of you sitting in these chairs today with these lovely cords around your neck. That purple is not just for once a year, it's not for once in a lifetime, meaning this honor today, but it's to be able to give back. How have you gotten here today? Indeed, Angie highlighted it, that it's the family, the friends, the support individuals sitting next to you. But it's also all of those individuals along the way in your career who have mentored you, who have taken their time to orient. And if you've ever done that, you all recognize that's not an easy job. We need to keep passing that forward. And one of those ways to do it is through your honor society. So we would enjoy greatly the participation at our May virtual meeting. Yes, does it seem scary to think you're sitting here, you're just inducted, and you're going to serve as president? You're not alone. Clearly, the college isn't going anywhere. We're all here. I'm sure Angie would love to mentor an individual. Any one of us would. Also, those resources that Lisa spoke about are fantastic. So don't lose sight of this great resource that you have as you do continue in your academic pursuit, as you do continue advancing in your career. This is a great forum to make those connections. You just need to decide to what extent do you want to access that. Yes, do you have to pay to belong to a professional organization? Of course you do. However, there are free things in it, and there are benefits, as you've learned tonight. So any questions or thoughts about how to get involved or what's involved, don't hesitate to ask any one of us. I do want to thank Angie Steele-Tilton, as well as the rest of the College of Health Professions team, for putting on this wonderful opportunity tonight to be able to recognize and honor each one of you. Eventually, we all look forward to seeing each one of you walk across the stage at graduation and be acknowledged once again as you wear those purple and white cords around your neck. So, in closing, congratulations, great job, keep up the fantastic effort. We are very, very proud of you.
So again, congratulations, everyone. Enjoy your evening with your family and friends and congratulating all the things that you have achieved. Before you do leave tonight, we would like to have all the inductees join us, I guess, up front for a group picture. Oh, is that better? Sure. Then let's meet outside on the stairwell. That way everybody will be seen. Oh, I don't know. Thank you so much.